Master Far, thanks for joining us. Hey, if you have not been to Master Far's channel lately, he's doing some really cool things with exercise routines, trying to get into shape, and it's really cool to see someone working that hard to get in shape. So Master Far, awesome job, man. I've been checking out your shows and stuff. Good job. As you guys know, I did the same thing. I actually made a video of me losing weight. It's a year. It took me to do it, and it shows the before and after of my videos. So if you guys want to check that out, go to my fitness section. You'll see that, or workout. I forget what I call the actual spot now. Anyway, so that's cool, Master Fire. You're getting your Wave 2 in the mail tomorrow. That is great. So I told you guys that I was going to do a video showing you these cool things from Italy. What do you think was the best vintage toy lines? Best year? Well, Master Far, for me, I like the first two waves when I was a kid. That's why my top 11 are on those first two waves. But, you know, everyone has their own feelings about it. So I'm going to put He-Man in Tower Tools. I'm going to put Skeletor in Scubattack, and Man-at-Arms is going to go into the Cliff Climber. So let's go ahead and get them ready. I do have some water in the backyard ready to show you guys how the Scubattack works. Now, one thing to be careful of when you're putting these together is these caps right here. They go on super tight and they're very easy to crack. Right, I have one or two of these things that are cracked. I am planning on remaking these on my 3D printer eventually, now that I have a 3D printer and I have the means to do it. So that way I can replace them and not have to worry about cracking any more of them. I think the one that is cracked, let's see. Oh, here it is. I think it's on this engine right here. Let's take a look and see. And it's kind of weird the way that, yeah, it's kind of weird the way these things work. Is they have this piece of metal right here, and then they have a piece of metal right here, and the switch is by this solid spot right inside there, going in this little opening right here. And then as you rotate it one way or the other, that piece of metal swipes over the top and turns it off and on. So it's kind of funny how that actually works. So it's kind of a cattywampus kind of system there, but it's still cool. So I remember when I first got these. I got them from Italy. I was so excited. And I had my wife smell in the box and say, "Does this smell like Italy to you?" And she kind of laughed and stuff. And it was really cool. One piece I'm not going to put on are these right here. They are folding shoes. And they are made for the Cliff Climber, but I have purposely never folded them until I find myself somebody who can cast them, because I don't want them to snap. Online, you'll see people with these, and they're broken right here on the hinges every single time. And so I'm hoping to find someone who will cast these for me, so that way then I still have some that are unbent that I can use to, you know, obviously I'd never use these ones. I just use the cast ones. So that's my plans. So even though we're not going to know if these fit them or not, there are other shoes that come in this toy set. We have the flippers, which are for the Scubattack. And we also have these boots right here that are for the Tower Tools. So we can still see if the feet fit in there or not. So I'm going to put these back in the box before I do a bonehead mistake and accidentally fold them up without thinking. Now, when I showed you guys the Stilt Stalkers, I could not resist, and I bought one of the guy's auctions that he had, because for that price, still in the package, wasn't bad, so I went ahead and got one. Now, I do have a link in the description if you guys want to see how much these things go for. So I have a link, and I spent a while making the link just right, so it doesn't have all the new Mega Constructs in there, just the old ones from the 80s. So that'd be cool. All right, so the coolest one is a Scubattack, because I have water outside waiting for it. So we're going to hold this one off till last. So I can just take Skeletor out there and put him in the water and show you guys how it works. So Skeletor, you get to stand over here with your Scubattack. And the Scubattack also came with a little squirt gun. You squeeze the back and it squirts out the front. And mine kind of split on the seam at one time, so I put an O-ring right here. And that just kind of keeps it together. That seems to work pretty well. I think I had to take it apart, actually, to reattach the tube is what it was. When I got it, the tube wasn't attached from the back to the front. So I think I had to pull it apart, reattach the tube, and then it worked. And then, of course, he gets his flippers over there and one of the caps. All right. Tower Tools is also really cool, too. And so is the Cliff Climber. So I think I'll do the Tower Tools first. So we'll put He-Man in Tower Tools. Now, Tower Tools has some cool features. One is it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. So you can actually, sometimes, at least in the real old figures, you could actually leave He-Man's armor on and then see his symbol right in the window, which is kind of fun little thing. So I'm going to leave his armor on. Man-at-Arms armor is just too big to do that. You know what? I take that back. I can't leave it on because he has a sword holder now. No, curse you, sword holder, which is really a cool feature, but doesn't work for the Tower Tools. Ugh. I might have to take one of the armors and cut off the piece here so we could use it with the Tower Tools. That'd be cool. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on. Now, the way this fits on here is it's kind of a tricky system. Is you have to slide these pieces of rubber right here through the holes. Let's see if I can get this on camera. And then once it goes through the hole, it then has to hook on to that little point right inside there. So it likes to come loose all the time. It's kind of a tricky system that they devised. There we go. I got them both on there. Now the window comes off on top, so you can pull that window off while you're getting it all together, because you're going to keep finding these things are going to keep coming apart over and over and over again. Sorry, I'm not looking at your questions right now. I don't know if they still work or not. I'll find out in a few minutes. So this will be kind of fun for us to find out together if they still work or not. So I purposely did not test them first because I wanted to see live and let you guys enjoy the fun too, if it works or not. So there we go. We got that. Put that over his head. Put his arms up. And then these just hook on. And you know what? There's enough room. I probably could have left his armor on there. There we go. Interesting. That one hole's not punched on that side. And sure enough, you can see this thing already came undone on the top up here. Let's just tuck that back in so we can get lucky and have it hook back on that little hole. No such luck.
What's going on down here?
I'm doing a live stream.
Oh.
And your voice is now on it. That's my youngest son, Benjamin. He is not a fan of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. He was more of a turtle guy. All right, so there we go. There is the Tower Tools. Let's put his glass plate on his face to protect him from sparks or whatever else when he's working on stuff, when he's welding up in there. Let's put his cool Tower Tool boots on. There we go. Ta-da! Now, this thing has a couple different features. One feature is it has this giant claw right here. And this claw ratchets up and down, and it breaks really easy, so I'm not going to ratchet it too much because I've already broke one time in the past. But basically, let me readjust this. You can hook it onto the edge of the castle, just like that. And then He-Man can hang up there and work on stuff. And that's kind of a fun thing you can do. And it does slide off. And then once it slides off, you can put other things on there. You can slide this on here and have this as work tool that he's using. And let's go ahead and try this out and see if it actually does work for chopping through stuff. So I have some brand new batteries here. Let's go ahead and put it into the machine. And it does show exactly how to put it in there. Let me see if I'm doing this right. My eyes. Yep, I'm doing it right. There's a picture right there on the side showing it. Stick this on there. And see, this is the one that's broken that I was telling you about. Sorry, I have my camera aimed wrong so you guys can't see what I'm doing. And I find it's best not to twist it, just to line it up, and then just put it on there. Okay, so I got that on there. Let's find out why it's not working. So this engine might be fried because there is no. Let's try another battery just in case that's the problem. It may also be dirty inside. Let's try a different cap. Wow, this cap's cracked worse than the other one. Yeah, it was not the best design that Mattel had when they made these. And it looks like this motor might be kaput. But anyway, you guys get the idea. He can use his tower tools, and it's got a handle right here so that if he wants, you can put it in his hand. Whoop, and he can hang on to it. That way then he can hang on with his big old tower claw and then work on the side of the castle with his chopping tower tools. So there you go. All right, He-Man, time to go to work. Ugh. Oh, there he is, hanging in there on the tower. Fun stuff. All right, a couple other features too he has with his boots. He can kind of hang on to stuff too. So if you put him on the edge of the tower with those as well, so he can hang on. Now it doesn't work with the waffle blocks very well, but it does work with a Castle Grayskull. So that's pretty cool. All right, on to Man-at-Arms. Let's see if we have better luck with his motor. So Man-at-Arms, he gets the Cliff Climber. Wow, Bo, that's cool. You have the 8-back Man-at-Arms. That is great. So for him, I think we have to pull his armor off too. Let's see. Yep, I have to pull his armor off. And mostly it's because of this piece in front right here and that tube sticking out the front for his oxygen. I think we can keep his armor on everywhere else though. And this one's got a little bit better system for the straps. So they just strap on like that, wrap this around. And they have some fun features if I get the motor working on this one. And it's funny, I've not tried these things in years, so it doesn't surprise me the motor is not working. Let me just loosen this one up a little bit. Just a little bit too tight. There we go. Oop. I guess there only is one setting, so I guess I got to put it all the way in. Now it doesn't quite go down on his back as well as I'd like, so I don't know how good this is going to work. We shall see. Then this wraps around and hooks on front, and it's really tight on him because his back is shaped different than the 80s figure. His back is more rounded, and so it's really pulling on that top hinge quite a bit. All right, and he also has a glass that goes on top here. Okay. Do not want to break them. I'm pretty sure that hooks up there like that. But I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. You know what? I put this on backwards. No, that's why it's not fitting very well. See, that's how long it's been. Let's see if somebody mentioned that in the comics. Oh, you have it backwards. Thanks, Master Far. Hey, that fits better. Look at that. Okay. Let's just pull his armor off. It is just in the way. Hey, that fits much better now. Master Far. I now know why they call you Master Far. All right. Now let's put this on top. There we go. Ta-da! That fits so much better. Cool. So he's got some cool features for his. One is it has this hook right here, and you just slide this back and forth to control if it goes forward or backwards when you lift him or have him go down. And you can kind of see the little gear goes right up inside there, into that gear inside there. He also has a drill you can hook to it. So you pop on the drill, and then it spins the drill so he can hold it in his hand like he's drilling a spot. Or it's got a third location, which is right down here, and you plug it in. And this third location then spins this wheel right here, so you can have him go like he's going up the side of a cliff and helping out with a little bit of work. So this one's always kind of bothered me because it only has one motor, but 3 uses. So in reality, you'd probably want to use all 3 of them. One for raising, one for helping him go up the side of the cliff or go along the ground, and then one for controlling his giant piece here. So I used to take the Tower Tools engines and put it on it as well. But let's go ahead and try this motor out. Also, too, you'd have the feet pieces on there for hanging upside down like the movie Cliffhanger. And let's stick a cap on there and see if we can get this thing to work. Batting 0. Neither one of these motors work. No. Nothing. Probably all corroded inside. And here I had it stored so nicely. Just for kicks when we turn the battery around. I know it's not going to do nothing. Yeah, nothing. I did order another motor a few minutes ago that I have on order. Supposedly it works. So if it does, I may make another video showing it and sharing that motor amongst the pieces. All right, so batting 0 here. Let's hope the scuba one works. I got that water set up out front. All right, so Skeletor, you're up. Now, of course, you got to take his armor off to make it fit. You're afraid to try yours? That's funny, Master Far. You have it backwards. Come on, Skeletor. He's a little shy. He doesn't want to take off his armor. And he's sporting the new head from the battle armor. Okay. Hopefully this one works. Let's go ahead and stick this on. Now this is kind of a fun one. They have this little air pack on back, which actually is more of a flotation device than it is an air pack for him to breathe, obviously, because he's not really going to breathe because he's made of plastic. But it does support him floating. And of course he has his helmet on there, and he has his little scuba feet. Now, the original figures, their ankles didn't move. So they made this really cool, ingenious thing where you just use the flipper to aim it, so the feet can still stay flat. Now, the new figures, they are able to move. So, you know, it's kind of cool. Now, it's a really tight fit on there. Ugh. There we go. We got one. Ugh. 2. There we go. Dun da da. Now let's give him his gun, which never really fit right in his hand. It's supposed to go on the outside, and then this little bar's to sit on his elbow. And it just has always been kind of a strange way the way it sits on there. Hey, it worked. Cool. Let's go ahead and stick a battery in here and see if we have any luck. Drum roll. I don't know why I was looking this to work. None of the other ones worked. His knees go in there to protect him from getting hit by the blades. But you know, in reality, this would be a really bad design for someone to put their feet up there. And yeah, this motor's not working either. I can't believe all the motors are dead. No. Let's take this off here just to see. Looks like I'll be taking these apart later today to find out why they're not working. Oh. Well, next time I should test them before I make the video, huh? Of course, it's more interesting to see if they'd actually work or not, huh? No. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, oh! Listen to that. Do you know if we have any WD-40 links? Well, let's go outside with this and see if we can get him to do some swimming. Woo, we got one working. No way. It's a miracle. Yes. Hooray. Okay. Let's put this gun back in his hand that will always fall out every few minutes. Let me get my shoes on and let's go in the backyard and put him in the pool. Now, it's not actually a pool. It's just a giant plastic tub that I use for my 12-inch He-Man figures. I will not be able to see your comments while I'm out there, so feel free to comment away and I will read them when I come back. But let's go ahead and give this a try. All right. Okay, we got the water. We got the scuba guy. Let's try it out. Let's turn the knob. Oh, I need more water in here. Funny thing is, the one that works is the only one that actually went in water. Let's go and try to fill this thing up with water and see if we can get this squirt gun to work. We're waiting for the water to fill up. Yeah, I'm guessing it disconnected again on the inside of the tube. Okay.
Woo, look at him go. Hooray. Now it is hitting the bottom a little bit, but the water's just about as full as I can get it. I'm trying to stick some more in there. Now you know you can't have a scuba party without Merman. So, if you do this right, you can actually use the fins to adjust the turning of this thing. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. Get him to turn more in circles. So you got one fin up, one fin down. Let's get that lame gun out of there. You could swim circles around Merman. I can't believe we got one to work. And I can't believe it's the one that gets wet. You'd think that the other ones would last longer than the one that gets soaked all the time. Alright, you guys, let's head back inside. I'll take care of that mess later. Oh. Pile of wet figures. All right. All right, you guys. So let's take a look at you guys' comments and questions. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get those other motors to work eventually. I'm not going to hook the Scuba one up to the other ones for now. Maybe sometime in the near future after I pull the motors apart and get them all working. Yes, the motors will work. They're interchangeable. So I could put the motor on the other ones and make it work. I guess so. What the heck? Ugh. So you can hook Z motor up. See? Ooh. And of course the fun thing with this one, that weird, the one that I used to put in water is the one that kept working. The ones that's never hit water are the ones that don't work. Let's see, now we can do this hook thing. Let's see here. Okay, let's test this thing out and see if we can get this hook to work. There he goes. Hook, line, sinker. Now he's coming back up, taking a lot more
power to come up than it is to go down. You can do it, man at arms. Oh. And of course you can put the wheel in front to help him. Ooh. Now you got to make sure to turn it off and get to the top. Now, I personally added a small little bead up here at the top, just so that it would not pull through, because it kept pulling through originally when I got the toy. So, all right, and let's go ahead. I'll show you guys how the wheel works while I'm here. You ready for this? It's motorized man-at-arms. Woohoo! All right. And of course, the last one is the Tower Tools piece, which is probably the lamest of them all. The other ones are all really cool. Oh, you know what? It might not work because of that handle right there. I'm going to turn it around. There we go. And it's just like this giant blades that flip. And the idea is supposed to take and put it against whatever he's cutting into, and he chops it all up. There you guys go. Well, I'm glad I got one motor to work, so you guys can see how it all works. I gotta admit though, this is a pretty cool looking armor thing. I always thought that was kind of fun just by itself, the way the Tower Tools look. Ugh. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm glad we got one of the motors to work. They are kind of spendy on the link I have, but you know, maybe you guys can consider buying parts or changing them out or whatever. But click the link, check it out, see what they got available. I actually used it today, like I said, to get a new motor. The motor I got, I think, is the yellow one, just like this one right here. So I have a new one of these coming. You know what? I wonder if it's the knob itself. Wouldn't it be funny if it's the knob that makes it work? Let me go ahead and try this knob on this motor and see if that's the problem. Nope. Nope. It's the actual motor. I may have to get some small motors and replace them inside these things. All right. Well, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next video. Let me see if I have any questions I should answer from you guys. Oh, Boy Never Knew These existed. Yeah, they were released in Italy, and so they existed. They now make them in Mega Constructs. So the Mega Constructs figures have some of these. I think they have the Cliff Climber. I'm not sure which ones they have. Maybe it's the Tower Tools. Didn't Tower Tools come with a line? Yes, it did. Here's the line right here that it came with. There's a small little knot in there, so that's why I didn't pull it out. And actually the way that worked, I guess I should show you, is the line would go right in here, and you would hang it across two places. It had two little hooks in there, and then you would take the motor. Where is the blue one? There it is. That's right, this was a cool feature. I forgot all about this. And then you would run it, and it would actually go across the line like a zip line from one tower to another, was the concept. I forgot all about that cool line feature. I knew there was something else I was forgetting. Okay. You can see it rolling right there. And then you just put the line right underneath there and just kind of pinch it, and then it would just move across the line. All right. forgot all about that. Thanks for reminding me. That was a really cool feature. All right. Well, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Sometime we'll show you guys if this fits on Man-at-Arms or not, and then we can try that out too. My string has a knot in it. Otherwise, I would show you guys how it works. I don't want to pull the knot tighter. I'm going to actually spend time today trying to unknot it before it gets pulled tight. Oh, do you think we need a switch on the motor? That's funny. Nah. All right. Yeah, I'm sure it probably does fit. So, Dean, what's your question? Ask now before I go, man. Come on, Dean. There's a 10-second delay, so hurry up and ask. Do the laser now since you already have it out. Okay, Master Far. I guess I will. Let's go ahead and do the laser. I didn't get Master Far anything for his birthday. So, Master Far, this is your lame birthday present. You get to see the laser rifle put on an action figure. We will stick it on Man-at-Arms, since you're the one that told me I had this on backwards in the first place. Now, it's funny is I actually have used these on Classics, and they actually do fit on Classics figures too, believe it or not. But this does not fit on the Classics because of the back little piece. So you have to actually take the back piece off for it to fit in Classics. But let's see how it works on Origins. All right, let's get Man-at-Arms head in there first. You can do it, man. His head's just so fat. Almost. It's like a... Ugh. I know the picture always shows He-Man using it, but I always stuck it on Man-at-Arms, so that's why he gets to use it. Now the nice part is, because his arm bends, you can put it where you need to, so it does fit that way. Now let's try the belt. Always reminds me of DBZ with the power level glasses they wear. Burp, 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 burp. His power level is off the charts. I've never seen anything like it. Anyway, there we go. Got the belt on there. Got the gun in hand. Turn his head up. The head's just too tight to fit in there. Okay. Okay, okay. I think He-Man gets to use this instead. Man-at-Arms head's just too fat. It just will not work. Okay. Come on, Flea Man. We'll keep his snazzy new shoes on him. It makes him stand easier anyway. And the picture always showed He-Man wearing it anyway, so there we go. Let's look at the back here. I thought it might have had that one on the back, but it does not. I actually have the box art for this upstairs somewhere. When I was a kid, I had this uncle, Uncle Chuck. He was awesome. He knew that I liked He-Man figures, so one time when I was staying at his place, he actually bought me this particular set, and it was so cool. I remember going around his house with, and I think my Man-at-Arms actually did fit in it. I think his head was smaller or something, and he did fit. And I wound it up just like this, and I walked around pretending to blast the poor little kitty cat. Master Far, if you can get the jet sled, I would get it, man. They might release it again later with Origins, but it's such a cool piece. And there is the Mega Laser. And it's kind of fun too, is it's got extra parts that are moving that kind of gives it that cool aesthetic. Yep, Uncle Chuck was awesome. All right, so Adam, did you ever ask your question there, Dean? I got given 4 playsets. Should I customize? Yeah, if you feel like customizing them, definitely. Are the playsets like Castle Grayskull, or what are they, man? And are they old or new, or? All right. All right, you guys, if you have not seen the Stilt Stalker video, go back and watch it. I show how He-Man fits in the Stilt Stalker and the jet sled. And that's all I got. I will talk to you guys next video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys in a few days. Thanks for joining me tonight. Bye now. Oh, yeah, the Origin Scareglow is way better. Check out my video on it. Into He-Man, paint them to fit Castle Grayskull. You are a crack-up Master Far. All right, Dean, thanks for joining us. Everybody, thanks for joining. I really am going now. Goodbye.